Hey guys, it is once again like 12:30 a.m. It is August 9th. It is Tuesday. It is the day that I said I was going to take a pregnancy test because my 8 weeks are up. However, an unexpected twist happened, and so I am actually not going to take a pregnancy test. I did buy one, but I probably won't have to use it, and I guess I will cut right to the chase and tell you why. On Sunday night, I noticed that my CM was slightly red tinted, and it's been kind of on and off all of yesterday, so Monday. It's Tuesday now. It's still today for me, but like all day long. Sometimes when I wiped, it would be like this tiny bit red tinted, and when I was on birth control and therefore knew when my period was gonna happen, that is what happened before I got my period. So I am wondering if I'm gonna get my period today, and I feel totally okay about it. Like, I am totally at peace. I am not upset. I am not sad. I am not frustrated. I'm just happy that something is happening. 8 weeks is a long time to wait. So if it is my period, then I'm happy to know that my body is back to normal and I can proceed with trying to conceive. And, of course, the other thing it could be is implantation bleeding. I am not counting on that, but, you know, stranger things have happened. I didn't count on being pregnant at the doctor's office when I was pregnant with Emerald, and I was like 5 DPO, so if it is implantation bleeding, then cool. At least something's happening, so I'm relieved that something is happening, so I am totally at peace and awesome, and I'm not taking a pregnancy test because it'll be negative either way. Unless something else really weird has happened, which I'm not counting on. So, the other thing that happened over the weekend, I was kind of starting to think I might be pregnant because I started feeling nauseous, but nah, it was just food poisoning. So, on Saturday, I went to my parents' house for dinner, which I do sometimes. My sister was over. It was a lot of fun. As soon as I got there, Molly wanted to go to the park. They live by a park, and we put them in the stroller, go to the park. And so I went to the park with my dad and with Molly, and we were pushing the stroller, and I was just so out of breath. I could not catch my breath. My muscles were burning, you know, like when you don't have enough oxygen. Like, I felt like I was oxygen deprived, and I could not catch my breath, and I was like, oh my gosh. And every time I would stand up, I would, like, start blacking out a little bit, like, get really lightheaded. And I was like, what is going on? My blood pressure is, like, really low for some reason. And then I had dinner, like, everything was fine, but I wasn't feeling well. And I left. I went home because Ben was home, and I hadn't seen him all week because I've been gone. I've been at my parents' house and stuff because they're back from their trip. So I got home, and I decided to watch the Olympics because duh. And I just felt like I needed to lay down. Like, I was so lightheaded and just, I felt awful, and I tried to drink water, but it felt like the water was just sitting in my stomach and doing nothing, and so I was like, not feeling good. So at like 8 something, I went to bed. I actually went to bed. I went to the bedroom. I said, I need to lay down. I need to go to sleep. So I went to my bedroom. I locked the door so that no one could get in, and I fell asleep at like 8:30 until I passed out for like 4 hours. And I woke up at like 12:30. I only woke up and got up so that I could get my kids. Like, I unlocked the door and I got the kids. They were both awake because they both took like 3-hour naps. I was like, okay, they're gonna be up late. And Ben had gone to bed. He went to bed in this room, actually. This is Molly's room. So he went to bed here. He didn't mess with me. So I tried to get them to go to bed with me. Molly was still playing with a tablet, like watching YouTube. And so I took the tablet away finally. I was like, it's time to go to bed. And I nursed Emerald to sleep. It took her a little bit, but she went to sleep, and then Molly decided she didn't want to sleep with me, so she got up and left and went in here and slept with Ben. And then I went back to bed, so it was like 2. I went back to sleep. And I slept until like 10:30. I was just like so exhausted and just so not feeling good. And I started to feel nauseous. I didn't think it was pregnancy related because when I'm pregnant, the nausea is like all in my neck. It's like all right here. It's like in my throat. And the nausea was in my stomach. I was like sick to my stomach. It wasn't very bad, but it felt like if I ate a lot of food, I would get sick and it would be painful. And just food sounded nauseous to me, or that doesn't make sense. Thinking about most food made me feel nauseous, and I could only eat like applesauce and stuff, and I was like, ooh, am I pregnant? Because I'm like nauseous and craving weird stuff, and I'm averse to foods. No, it was food poisoning. It wasn't very bad. I never threw up. I also didn't have any stomach cramps, which made it like kind of threw me off. I'm not gonna get into too TMI here, but like I definitely was peeing on my butt. But there was no cramps accompanying it. It was like normal. So this was going on like most of Sunday. I went to church and church was fine. I felt better after sleeping that long, but like that evening was just like, ugh, I didn't want to eat anything. I still ate stuff, but I didn't like eat as much as usual. And then also Sunday night is when I noticed I had started to like pre-spot. And so I was like, oh cool, something's happening. So I don't know what's gonna happen. It'll probably be my period, and I kind of hope it is. Like, whatever. If it's implantation bleeding, I of course did a little due date calculator. My due date would be in April, and I'm not thrilled about that. For some reason, I hate the month of April, which is weird because a lot of good things have happened in April, but April's just a crappy month. And so I'm like, oh, if I don't get pregnant, then it will push my due date to May, and that's cool with me. So, whatever. So I was really upset like 2 weeks ago about not being pregnant yet, but now I'm like totally cool with it. Like I am at peace. I am chill with whatever is gonna happen. So it's probably my period. So that's my update. So I'm not doing a pregnancy test because it's gonna be negative, and I did buy one, however, and I am gonna keep it for the next cycle. So we'll see what happens. I'm planning on testing every month, like regardless, unless something obvious like this happens. I don't want to go more than like a month without knowing I'm pregnant. I don't want to have another like, surprise, I'm actually like 12 weeks pregnant and I thought I was only 4 weeks pregnant. You know, I don't think it'll be that big of a deal, but yeah, I'd like to kind of know a little bit more when I conceived. So I will go and talk to you guys later with whatever other news I have to share. Bye!